I woke up because my phone vibrated, not rang, not buzzed loudly, just vibrated, soft, once, 3:17 a.m. I remember that part clearly because I always check the time when I wake up in the middle of the night. I don't know why. Habit, I guess. There were no notifications, no missed calls, no messages, just the lock screen. I was about to put the phone back on my nightstand when I noticed something strange. My camera app was open, not running, not recording, just open. That already felt wrong. I never sleep with my camera app open, ever. At first, I assumed I must have done it accidentally. Maybe I rolled over, maybe my thumb hit something, so I locked the phone, put it face down, closed my eyes, and then it vibrated again. Same soft vibration, same time, 3:17 exactly. Now I was fully awake. My heart started beating faster. I picked up the phone, unlocked it. The camera app was open again, but this time there was a thumbnail, a small preview image, a recent photo, taken less than a minute ago. I stared at it. My bedroom, from the doorway, the angle was wrong, too high, like whoever took it was standing. I was still lying in bed. I know that because I could see my blanket. I could feel the pillow under my head. I hadn't moved. Slowly, very slowly, I tapped the thumbnail. The image opened full screen, and that's when my stomach dropped. It was me, standing in my doorway, facing the camera. My face was blank. My arms hung at my sides. My eyes were open, but they didn't look alive. They looked empty, like I wasn't fully there. I sat up in bed so fast I almost dropped the phone. My room was dark, silent, empty. No one stood in the doorway, no movement, no sound. I turned on my bedside lamp. Light flooded the room. Everything looked normal, exactly how it always did. I told myself it had to be some glitch, some corrupted image, some weird AI artifact, anything, because the alternative didn't make sense. I deleted the photo, closed the camera app, locked the phone, placed it on the nightstand, and forced myself to lie back down. I didn't sleep. I just stared at the ceiling, listening, waiting. Minutes passed, then maybe an hour. Nothing happened. Eventually, exhaustion won. I drifted off. When I woke up in the morning, I almost convinced myself it was a dream. Almost. Until I checked my gallery. The photo was back. Same image, same timestamp. 3:17 a.m. But now there were more. 5, all taken within 30 seconds. Each one closer. First from the doorway, then halfway into the room, then beside my dresser, then near the foot of my bed. And the last one taken from directly above me. In the final image, my eyes were open, but I was clearly asleep, my mouth slightly parted, my face relaxed, unaware. And behind me, standing next to the bed, was the same version of me, head tilted, watching. I dropped the phone. It hit the floor with a loud crack. I jumped out of bed and turned on every light in the apartment. Bathroom, kitchen, closets, every corner, nothing. No signs of forced entry, no open windows, no unlocked doors. I took the day off work. I stayed home. I kept every light on. I didn't touch my phone again. That night, I left it in another room. I didn't want it near me. I didn't want to see another notification, another photo, anything. Around 3 a.m., I woke up again. This time, not because of vibration, because I felt something, a pressure in the room, like the air was heavier, thicker. I stayed perfectly still, barely breathing. My eyes were closed, but I knew I wasn't alone. I could feel it, standing somewhere nearby, not moving, just waiting. I didn't open my eyes. I didn't reach for the lamp. I didn't make a sound. After what felt like hours, the feeling faded. The room felt normal again. Eventually, morning came. I checked my phone. There were no new photos, no notifications, no evidence of anything. For a while, I thought maybe it was over. Maybe whatever happened had passed. Then 3 days later, I got a message from my own number. It said, "Next time, don't delete them." Attached was a video, recorded at 3:17 a.m. I haven't watched it. I don't plan to, because I already know what I'll see. And sometimes, when my phone screen reflects in the dark, I swear my reflection moves a second too late. I thought it was over after that. I really did. I cleaned the apartment. I washed the cup I had been holding. I wiped the floor near the door. I even opened every window to let fresh air inside. I told myself it was just stress, just exhaustion, just my imagination finally snapping after too many late nights. But the silence didn't feel normal anymore. It felt thick, heavy, like the room was holding its breath. That night, I tried to sleep. I lay in bed staring at the ceiling, listening to every tiny sound, the refrigerator humming, a car passing outside, the pipes clicking inside the walls. Every noise felt too loud. I kept replaying everything in my head, every detail, every second, trying to find a logical explanation. But there wasn't one. Around 3 a.m., I got up and walked through the apartment again. Slowly, quietly. I checked the door. Still locked. I checked the hallway. Empty. I checked the bathroom mirror. My reflection stared back at me. Normal. Tired. Scared. I stood there longer than I should have, watching myself blink, watching my chest rise and fall. That's when I realized something. I didn't feel alone anymore. Not like before. This felt different. It wasn't watching me. It wasn't hiding. It felt closer than that. Like it had already memorized the layout of my home. Like it already knew where everything was, including me. I didn't sleep that night, and I haven't slept normally since. Sometimes, when I'm lying in bed, I feel a pressure in the room, not on my body, on the air itself. Like something is standing just out of reach, just outside my vision, waiting for me to notice. I don't tell anyone about this anymore. People stop listening after a while. They start giving you looks. So I keep it to myself. But if you ever feel that same heavy silence, if your home suddenly feels unfamiliar, if the air feels wrong, don't ignore it. Because once something learns your space, it doesn't leave.